How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis. It's February and we've got a new month ahead post from the Old School RuneScape team. So on top of all of the February quality of life updates, it's also the third birthday of Old School RuneScape. Throughout the month they're going to be mixing up some things in an effort to celebrate another year of Old School. So let's start off having a look at the month of quality of life. If you've been following the most recent developer blogs and polls, then you'll know that February is going to be the month of quality of life. You know the sort of thing, all the little jobs that never quite get to the top of the priority list. For such small jobs, they can make such big impacts on the game. And now they've put JAD 2 aside until 2017, February's free up for all of these. They've already started the first quality of life poll, which included the top 10 skilling suggestions. The second top 10 quality of life request poll will be starting later on this week and will be for PVM content. They'll also be having one for PvP and general Old School RuneScape updates. As always, if you've got any ideas about what you'd like to see in these polls, make sure you let the Old School RuneScape team know by going on Twitter, the forums, Reddit, all of those places that we can find them. Next, we've got the Tournament Worlds. Old School RuneScape is almost 3 years old, and they want to temporarily bring back the Tournament Worlds. When you log into one of these worlds, you're going to find the following. You're going to have max stats, your account will have completed all the quests and achievement diaries, you'll have access to an unlimited tournament supply chest, which will have almost every piece of desirable PvP gear and equipment. And you'll need 2 teams of 5 in order to start a war, no less and no more. They'll also have a free-for-all white portal open for the people that don't want to go in teams. However, you won't actually be able to leave the entire Clan Wars area, so you can't go somewhere, for example the Duel Arena, in order to fight someone. And remember, your progress on a tournament arena world is not transferred to a normal world. Needless to say, as they did well last time we had tournament worlds, this is going to do similar. There'll definitely be a lot of exciting PvP for all types of players to do. Whether you're a level 3 skiller or an experienced BKer, having these tournament worlds will allow you to just get to the same level and just have a pure fight. And the whole point of it is just to have some fun taking on other players. These worlds will be disappearing once again at the end of March, so if you want to do a lot of PvP on these tournament worlds, don't miss your chance. Next this month, let's move on to Dragon Claws. While many PvPers think they'll be a great addition to the game, they also run the risk of simply being way too powerful, and they'll just create a surge of rushing. Taking this into account, and seeing from recent polls when they polled D-Claws for Deadman mode, they want to offer PKers a chance to have some fun with Dragon Claws without the risk of negatively impacting the wider game. So later on in February, they'll be releasing the Dragon Claws into Tournament Worlds only. Dragon Claws would be introduced with the exact same special attack and stats they had in 2011. So this will be interesting to see how it will affect the old school PvP experience. And of course it goes without saying, they've got absolutely no plans to offer them as an addition to Old School RuneScape, but it's just a little bit of fun for this third birthday. Finally, this month we've got lootshare. Recently they've released 2 lootshare developer blogs. The first one was explaining what lootshare is and what it could potentially be, and the second one was a bit more of a proposal for what Old School could have. Between the first developer blog and the second one, they had a lot of feedback from the Old School RuneScape community, and they managed to define what lootshare is likely to be in-game. With that being said, they are going to make sure they get this right by doing multiple dev blogs, multiple polls, and just looking at all the feedback they can. The most recent developer blog said that if they're quite lucky and the feedback is good, they might even be polling it this Thursday. So keep an eye out for the poll on lootshare and potentially a few more developer blogs. And of course, remember to keep an eye out on all the Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls that they'll be doing throughout this month. Unfortunately, it's quite easy to look at this month and think, oh, there's nothing happening. But we've got 4 amazing quality of life polls and updates to come. Plus, they're going to be doing the third birthday and potentially introducing lootshare. I'm not really that bothered about Dragon Claws. I hope that the people that do like Dragon Claws will enjoy using them on the tournament worlds, but like they said, they're not going to be coming into Old School RuneScape anytime soon. There's clearly a demand for them to be in the game, but just not high enough demand. If you want to discuss any of the updates coming this month, please do so in the comments below. If you want to watch my video covering the latest developer blogs for lootshare, please click here. And if you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape poll, please click here for the top 10 skilling suggestions. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.